Giorgio Tavecchio comes on and gets the Falcons their first points of 2019 as he cuts this one to 7-3. In the next play, Atlanta finds the end zone for the first time of the 2019 season on a Matt Ryan to Calvin Ridley 1-yard touchdown pass, and Atlanta, weathering the early storm, cuts the deficit back to 7. Missing 3rd and 11 from the 12, it's Matt Ryan going for the end zone with a pass right on the money to Devontae Freeman for the 12-yard score, and the first Falcons lead of the game as they go up 27-23. Very next play, Matt Ryan throwing and going to the corner of the end zone where Calvin Ridley makes the catch, keeps both feet in bounds, and hangs on to the 7-yard score as Atlanta responds to make it 10-7. And on 1st and goal, Wentz throwing again and tries to squeeze it into Alshon Jeffrey, but Ricardo Allen steps in front to pick it off, and he's off to the races. Naheem Hines is going to catch him, but not before he thwarts the Eagles' drive and returns the pick near midfield. Wentz throwing, Falcons bring the blitz, Wentz is hit, ball comes out, Falcons pick it up, and for now the game is saved as another Eagle red zone turnover keeps the deficit at 14 and the score at 24-10. Goes to Devontae Freeman, who finds a lane and gets into the end zone, and through it all the Falcons have cut it back to 7, but can that defense get a stop? Giorgio Tavecchio comes on to put through the 49-yarder and make it 24-20. On the next play, the Eagles for some reason still throwing, and Wentz fires into traffic and right to Deion Jones as Philadelphia channels their inner Riverhogs with a 3rd turnover inside the red zone and gives Atlanta a chance at a game-winning touchdown drive. Where 3 plays later, it's Ryan to Calvin Ridley on the slant for the 2-yard touchdown catch as the Falcons cut the Colts lead to 10-7. Here in the drive, it's Ryan again going deep for Jones, who has his man beat and comes down with the 29-yard score as the Falcon offense responds one more time and again cuts the deficit back to 3. But then with just over 2 minutes left in the half, Luck fakes the give before standing like a statue in the pocket, finally fires to the end zone, but it's Kamal Ishmael on the receiving end picking it off in the end zone, and he brings it out just past the 20, and we'd head into the break with the Colts leading 17-14. 3 plays later, Ryan fires quick to Mohamed Sanu, who gets into the end zone for the 4-yard score and gives the Falcons their first lead of the day at 21-20. Where 3 plays later, Ryan throwing again, rolls to his right, fires into the end zone and finds Mohamed Sanu for the 3-yard score, and the Falcons' opening drive leads to a 7-0 lead. It's Ryan with a screen to Devontae Freeman, who makes the catch in traffic, breaks into the clear, and he's up the sideline heading for the pylon where he does get in for the score, and the 30-yard touchdown has the Falcons as the ones up early this time as they take a 14-3 lead. So out comes Giorgio Tavecchio, who makes the 19-yard field goal and extends the Falcons' lead to 7. And for the second time in the quarter, Giorgio Tavecchio puts it through the uprights, and the Falcon lead grows to 10. For the 2-minute warning, Mariota throwing and fires it right by the face of Devondre Campbell to Delaney Walker, who's hit and fumbles. Falcons recover, thwarting the Titans' drive and taking over inside their own 10 as they maintain their 10-point lead. Theo comes out and makes his 3rd kick of the game and puts the Falcons up by 3 and back out in front. Giorgio Tavecchio comes on and bangs in the field goal from 33 yards as Atlanta cuts the Titans' lead to 1. Giorgio Tavecchio comes on and for a 5th time is good on a field goal, and the Falcons once again have the lead. Says, "I will strike down upon thee with great defense and pick off those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers, and you will know my name is Deuce Douglas when I lay my user pick upon thee." And the Falcons take over with just under 5 to go. It's Watson with the play fake, loading up and floating deep for Will Fuller. Coverage is there, but nothing happens. Fuller makes the catch and fumbles, but none of what you're seeing matters as the fumble would be reviewed by the booth and overturned, which leads to the following play. It's Ryan looking to throw, fires to the end zone, and Julio Jones, who hangs on to the 27-yard touchdown catch, and Atlanta quickly responds to make it 17-10 and cut their deficit back to 7. And on 3rd and goal, it's Ryan throwing again and finding a wide open Justin Hardy in the end zone for the 5-yard score, and the Falcons have battled their way back to tie this one at 17 just before half. And on the next play, it's Ryan again throwing, this time to the end zone, and Mohamed Sanu, who makes the catch, keeping both feet in bounds for the 12-yard score, but the booth wants to take a closer look at it, so we will too. And as you can clearly see, Sanu is obviously out of bounds before he even makes the catch, but guess what? Rules, ruling on the field stands, and this motherfucker's heading to half tied at 24, baby. The Madden gods phase me as just seconds later, Watson fires it right to Ricardo Allen, who picks it off, and 15-10-5, touchdown Falcons, and the 30-yard pick six gives Atlanta a 31-24 lead, so Atlanta has to settle for a 22-yard Giorgio Tavecchio field goal to take a 34-31 lead, which brings out Giorgio Tavecchio one more time, and his 34-yard field goal puts Atlanta up 37-34. Next play, Ryan throwing, goes quick to Julio Jones, who picks up a block, then picks up the first, and he's got room to run, picks up another block, and Houston, you have a problem because it's going to be a 61-yard touchdown catch, and with 2:53 to go, Atlanta has taken a 44-37 lead. Giorgio Tavecchio comes out, puts through the 20-yard field goal to tie this one up at 3, and that leads to 3 plays later, Ito Smith taking the toss and walking into the end zone from a yard out to give the Falcons their first lead of the game as they go up 10-6. Goal from the 22, but Giorgio Tavecchio's 39-yard field goal does still tie this one up at 13. That leads to 3 plays later, 3rd and goal. Ryan play fakes, rolling to his right, and finds Austin Hooper in the back of the end zone for the 2-yard score, and Atlanta takes a 20-13 fourth quarter lead. 2 plays later, it's Ryan throwing the quick screen out to Justin Hardy, who gets the blocks he needs and gets inside the pylon for the 23-yard score, and with 5:21 to go, the Falcons have themselves a 27-13 lead. We're on the next play, it's Ryan throwing again, and he just gets the pass away and finds a wide open Devontae Freeman, who has a red carpet to the end zone, and a big touchdown before half as the 46-yard score makes it 20-10 as we head into the break. Then 2 plays later, it's Ryan throwing again and floating one deep downfield to a wide open Julio Jones, who makes the catch for a 28-yard score, and the 14-0 run has Atlanta right back in this one as they cut the Rams' lead to 3. A 57-yard field goal to prove kick accuracy doesn't matter, and Exhibit A is up and good, finding itself in the net as Atlanta takes a 3-0 lead. Falcons again send out Tavecchio to prove kick accuracy doesn't matter, and Exhibit B couldn't be more perfect, and the Falcons take a 6-0 lead. Giorgio Tavecchio comes out again for Exhibit C, and his 3rd 50-plus yard field goal of the half gives the lead back to the Falcons as they go up 9-7. And drops the throw and has great protection, but just can't resist the urge to throw it right to Deuce Douglas. Deion Jones picks off the pass, and the Falcons are right back in business, setting up shop at the Seattle 35. 3 plays later, and the Falcons are at the 20. It's Devontae Freeman this time running through a tackle and into the end zone from 2 yards out, and the turnover turns into 7 points for the Falcons and extends their lead to 6. And 2 plays later, Wilson throwing, and he gives it right back to Atlanta as Kendall Sheffield picks off the pass, and the Falcons take right back over at the Seattle 42. And points are preserved as Giorgio Tavecchio puts through his 4th kick of the game and pushes Atlanta's lead back to 6. Play, Ryan throwing again and finds Julio Jones in the back of the end zone for the score. Atlanta's 2-point conversion is no good, and the Falcons lead 25-13. The Falcon defense continues to punish as Deion Jones drills David Moore, and the ball falls right into the hands of Keanu Neal for the interception to officially wrap this one up. And the Falcons on the very next play, he gets to give again and takes it untouched into the end zone from 5 yards out and ties this one up at 7. Giorgio Tavecchio comes on, and Atlanta has to settle for a 19-yard field goal and a 10-7 lead. Tavecchio closes his eyes, swings his leg, and splits the uprights on a 55-yard field goal and sends the Falcons to half, trailing 14-13. 3rd and 5 from the 12. Ryan threads the needle to Devontae Freeman, who rolls over defenders and into the end zone for the score, and the Falcons retake the lead on the opening drive of the second half as they go up 20-14. The Saints offense, where Breeze looks to throw, decides to test Deuce Douglas's user safety, and he responds by making the interception. Ricardo Allen takes it back to midfield as the Falcons take over, and Allen holds up a YouTube comment that says, "I love love this channel, but damn dog, you do to it, user defense. Crying, laughing emoji. Where 2 plays later, Ryan throwing and goes to Julio Jones, who hangs on through the contact to make it 26-21 as Atlanta lines up to go for 2. And on the 2-point conversion, it's Ryan throwing again, and he's got Austin Hooper, who makes the catch in the end zone, so make it 28-21 Atlanta. Doesn't matter, and Giorgio Tavecchio is nothing short of perfect on his 52-yard kick and pushes the Falcons lead back to 7 with 2:39 to go. Later, facing 3rd and 10, it's Cam Newton throwing, and he wants big yardage, but his pass is underthrown, and rookie Jordan Miller skies up to pick it off, ending the Panthers' drive and likely keeping points off the board as this one remains tied at 0. Disaster for Carolina again as McCaffrey takes the give, has a big hole, but runs into a Keanu Neal hit stick. Ball comes out, Tack McKinley recovers, and for the second time in the first quarter, the Panthers turn the ball over in enemy territory. Comes on and remains perfect on the year with a 35-yard field goal to give the Falcons a 3-0 lead. Next play, Ryan looking to throw, steps up and to his left before firing to the end zone, and Julio Jones, who keeps both feet in bounds before being thrown to the ground way after the catch, but it does not matter because the 23-yard grab gives the Falcons a 10-3 lead. Leads to Matt Ryan looking to throw and finding a wide open Mohamed Sanu in the end zone for a 4-yard score and a 17-3 second half lead. Atlanta settles for the points and a field goal as the 21-yard Tavecchio boot gives the Falcons a 17-point lead. McCaffrey, who cuts back, and the last line of defense is the doo-doo user safety, who buys just enough time for Keanu Neal to clobber McCaffrey, jarring the ball loose. Falcons recover, and the disastrous day for the Carolina offense continues as Atlanta takes right back over, but 19 yards, 53 yards, it's all the same when it comes to Madden, and the long field goal is up and good, and the Falcons now lead by 20. So make it 4th down, where Newton is throwing again and says, a first down, I want a touchdown, and fires to the end zone, but all his pass finds is the hands of Jordan Miller for his 2nd interception of the day. And once again, the Falcon defense stands tall as they put up their best performance of the season. And 3 plays later, it's the Falcons striking first blood as Ryan fits his pass into Mohamed Sanu for the 4-yard score, and the Falcons' opening drive results in a 7-0 lead. 3rd and goal, Ryan is able to just get his pass away to Mohamed Sanu, and for the second time in as many drives, they connect for 6 points and take a 14-0 lead. Near midfield, where Jameis Winston is throwing, fires to Chris Godwin, but it's Duke Riley with the user pick, and he's going to bring this one all the way back 49 yards as he dives into the end zone for the pick 6, and the Falcons are all over the Bucs early here in Atlanta, taking a 21-0 first quarter lead. The 46-yard Giorgio Tavecchio field goal and take a 24-0 lead. With the play fake, rolls to his right and wants Anthony Auclair, but instead it's Duke Riley with his 2nd interception of the day, and the Falcons finally put a halt to the Tampa Bay momentum. Plays later, Ryan with another play fake and looking to throw and wants Luke Stalker, who makes the catch and gets across the goal line for an 11-yard score, and the Falcons back in control with a 21-point lead. And on the very next play, it's Devontae Freeman off the right side and into the end zone untouched for a touchdown that gives the Falcons a 38-13 lead. Giorgio Tavecchio comes out, and of course the 56-yarder isn't a problem, and the Falcons push their lead back to 21. Later in the 4th, 44-20 now, Buccaneers across midfield. Winston throwing and fires towards the sideline, but Jordan Miller flies over to pick off the pass to thwart yet another Tampa Bay drive. And then some icing on the cake to this one. Winston overthrows his receiver Keanu Neal with the Falcons' 4th interception of the day, and he weaves his way through the traffic before finding the clear and taking this one up the sideline for a 98-yard pick 6, and an exclamation point on this one as the Falcons jump out to a 21-0 first quarter. Saints facing 3rd and 6, where he looks for the same throw, but this time the coverage is there. Keanu Neal picks him off, and possession goes right back to Atlanta. To Devontae Freeman on the next play, untouched off the left side and into the end zone to give the Falcons a 7-3 lead. 4th down, and bring out Giorgio Tavecchio, who is good from 29 yards to make it 10-6 and push the Falcons lead back to 4. Falcons send out Giorgio Tavecchio, who from 53 yards out is nothing short of perfect, and this one's tied up at 13 apiece. 2 plays later, 2nd and inches, where Ryan's looking to throw throw and fires to Julio Jones, who is more wide open than a spatchcock turkey, and the 25-yard touchdown once again ties things up at 20. Field goal range facing 3rd and 9, where Breeze play fakes and fires down the seam, but Keanu Neal is there for his second pick of the night. He brings it back to the Falcons 24, and the Saints turnover takes away their chance at a long field goal, and now the Falcons have a chance to take the lead. Falcons need a stop, and Keanu Neal says, "I'll call your stop and raise you a turnover," as he forces the Alvin Kamara fumble, and the Falcons down 7, takeover near midfield. Ryan drops the throw, wants the end zone, and Austin Hooper had his Wheaties this morning and makes an incredible catch, and the 29-yard Ryan to Hooper strike makes it 27-26. Extra point is up and good, and with 1:25 to go, we're locked up at 27. Their first play, Breeze with good protection fires deep downfield, where his pass is off of Keith Kirkwood's hands, then Desmond Trufant's leg, and intercepted by Keanu Neal. He brings it back to midfield, and what a turn of events as the Falcons take right back over with a chance to win the game. Will Smith says there will be no ties as he spins out of the crowd, finds a lane, and is into the end zone from 20 yards out. And put on your fat pants and cut a slice of pie, because this one. Falcons decide to take the points, and Giorgio Tavecchio's 32-yarder is up and good to make it 21-3. And again, facing 3rd down, Ryan drops the throw, drifts to his left, and fires to the end zone, where Austin Hooper makes the catch, and the 9-yard score gives Atlanta 10 unanswered as they cut the Panther lead to 11. Panthers bring the blitz, Ryan reads it and fires to Austin Hooper, who's wide open for the 15-yard score, and from 21-0, it's now 28-17 as we head into the break. Back to the Panthers, where Newton again fakes to McCaffrey, gets hit, ball is out, Tyler Davison scoops it up, picks up a warp block, and look at the big man rumble his way to a 40-yard fumble return, and just like that, it's suddenly 28-24, and what was a 21-point lead has been cut to 4. Would lead to 2 plays later, Ryan throwing good protection and fires into Austin Hooper for his 3rd touchdown of the game, and with 8:34 to go, we are tied. They get the snap off, Ryan throwing, fires to the end zone, and with no time on the clock, the Falcons have scored and are an extra point away from tying this game. Falcons think long and hard about going for 2, but Ron Rivera ices him, but the kick is up and good, and for the 2nd week in a row, we're headed to last week, but this week it's sweet redemption, and the kick is good, and the Atlanta Falcons match their first play. Garoppolo throws to Garrett Selleck, who avoids one tackler before Keanu Neal blasts him, knocking the ball loose. Duke Riley recovers, and the Falcons take right back over. Now where Ryan fires the screen out to Calvin Ridley, who puts a move on Fred Warner, and the 3-yard touchdown puts the Falcons out in front for the first time today with a 7-3 lead. 3 plays later, 3rd and 9, Ryan throwing and fires down the middle to Julio Jones, who makes an insane one-handed catch for the 29-yard score, and the 6-play, 74-yard drive puts the Falcons up 14-9. 3 plays later, Garoppolo with the play fake, looking to throw, floats one deep where his pass bounces off of Jordan Miller's hands, then Ricardo Allen's head, and ends up back in the hands of Jordan Miller for the interception, and the Falcons are going to take right back over inside their own 10. Quarter winding down, it's who else but Julio Jones, who catches the screen, gets a block, and will walk into the end zone from 15 yards out as the Falcons offense has come alive in the 3rd quarter to take a 21-9 lead. It's Deion Jones being called again, but this time for picking off Jimmy Garoppolo, and with 12:46 to go, the Falcons are up by 12 and take over possession, convert on 3rd down, and settle for a Giorgio Tavecchio 36-yard field goal attempt that is up and good and makes it 7-3. First and goal, Ryan throwing again into the end zone he goes, where it's right back to Julio Jones for the 9-yard score. The extra point would be blocked, so instead of leading by 3, the Falcons only lead 9-7. Giorgio Tavecchio is sent out and is perfect from 45 yards for his 2nd field goal of the day, and a 12-7 Falcons lead. It would be huge because on the the next play, Foles rolls to his left and throws it right to Devondre Campbell, and the Falcons are going to take over at their own 20 with a chance to extend their lead before half. Leads to 2 plays later, Ryan throwing, and Mohamed Sanu is wide open for the 6-yard score, and the Falcons will head into the break with a 19-7 lead. Next play, Quadri Allison takes it into the end zone untouched for the score, and a 5-point game quickly turns the 19 and a 26-7 Falcon lead. Inside their 10, and on their first play, Foles drops to throw and then runs backwards into the end zone, and Tack McKinley drops him for a sack and 2 points to make it 28-7. Then on the field comes out, and the 50-yard field goal splits the uprights to push the Falcon lead to 24. They'd get it right back a few minutes later, where for the second time of the day, Foles throws it right to a Falcons defender. This time it's Deion Jones picking it off and taking it back inside the 10. Comes out Giorgio Tavecchio, who makes the 20-yard field goal and puts the Falcons on the board first with a 3-0 lead. And on the following play, Ryan looking to throw again behind great protection, fires towards the end zone for Julio Jones, who is wide open at the goal line for the 26-yard score, and the 7-play, 76-yard drive cuts the Tampa Bay lead to 3. Where the offense stays on the field, and Ryan fires quick to Brian Hill for the 3-yard score, and the Falcons are an extra point away from the lead. Giorgio Tavecchio's kick is up and good, and the Falcons lead by 1. Then on the very next play, Winston goes short to Barber again, and as he's done all year, Keanu Neal lays the wood. Ball comes out. Deion Jones scoops it up and brings it back near midfield, and suddenly Tampa Bay goes from potentially taking the lead to on their heels with 4:17 left in regulation. Tavecchio puts through the 23-yard field goal, so Tampa Bay now needs a touchdown, and with one last shot, Winston throws a prayer deep downfield where DeMonte Casey picks him off, and the Falcons, after an 0-3 start, finish the year as